Let's go again. Should we?
Yeah.
Okay.
When was the last time we saw you?
I saw you about a month ago at the Triple S, and I saw Wheeling back in Mauritius. Yeah.
How'd Triple S go?
Pretty good, actually. Managed to win it again 4 times. Can't believe it, actually.
What's going to happen? What are we going to do if you win it a 5th time?
You're going to have to pay me more money. No, I don't know. I mean, I think I've got a couple more in me, you know. Yeah, the last, I would say the last 4 or 5 years, the Triple S has changed a lot. Since they introduced prize money, everyone just started taking it way more seriously. Before, it was all about the parties, you know. You'd get more votes from showing up to all the parties than you would just doing your riding. So nowadays we actually have proper judges, a criteria that's been ironed out each year. Every year it improves. So everyone just takes it a lot more serious, and in doing so the standard has gone way up. Like a couple of years ago you could win with like a 5 or a 7 maybe. Now like everyone's doing 7s in the heats. It's got to be grab 7s, 9s, like double pass flips. So yeah, the standard has gone through the roof.
Is it too serious now?
I don't think it's too serious. There are the people that miss the party days, but you can still party if you want, you know. Yeah, stoked on the new board. Got the new base. Really pleased with how the base feels. Feels great on the sliders. I think a little bit slippier, and it's way more durable. Like, it's bomb-proof. It's by far the most solid base that I've ever had in a kiteboard. I've been testing it for like 3 or 4 months now, like actually trying to destroy it, and I still haven't broken one, so really pleased with how the base works. It's stiffened up the middle a little bit, which is nice, make the landings even better. And we've got the new sizes, which pleased about, which I really like bigger boards, and I think the boards will get bigger over the next few years, but for those customers that want the smaller boards, who are actually genuinely like small people, then I think it's great to have the other sizes too, so yeah. Wake style or park riding over the last couple of years has come a lot. Like, I actually thought yesterday at the Hood Riverside Jam was really cool to see how many people are around, you know, like people are queuing up to hit the features in the park, whereas a couple of years ago when we were filming the Gorge, it was like just us out there, you know. I mean, obviously there was the other few riders too, but nowadays, yeah, it's becoming, you know, way bigger, which is really cool, and people are putting a lot more thought into the features, so more like specific kite features, and I think the features make it much easier if they're friendlier. The HDP plastic features make it much easier for people to like hit them for the first time. Now they have features in the park layer like people can actually practice on, whereas they're not too gnarly that they don't want to hit them. I kind of just followed the motto of just like, if it's fun, just keep pursuing it, and it's gonna take you somewhere cool. And at the start, I used to do the UK competitions back in the day, and enjoyed the competition and the progression because we were all pushing each other to learn. There was a really good crew back in the UK then, and then kind of stepped up to the international scene and did a few PKRA events. I never really enjoyed it. I didn't like the format. I thought the tricks that they judged, like I had to do tricks that I didn't necessarily want to do, that I didn't think looked good, but you kind of had to do them to get through your heat. And at the time, my previous sponsor was like, I just make videos, you know. They're like, at the time, social media was growing like loads, like Facebook was kind of just taking off, and there was a big market for, you know, like video production, and brands need like so much content nowadays. So I really enjoyed making movies and filming like cool movies with my mates, so kind of pursued that, and it went from there really. And then I kind of went into the wake style scene just because I just enjoyed hitting rails. Like I used to skateboard, used to spend loads of time at the skate park, and also have a really good cable park near me in the UK. So I kind of, yeah, used the opportunities that I had and practiced as much as I could at the cable park and kiting, and then it just sort of led me to where I am now. I don't even know where I could start though, dude. Yeah, I don't even know where to start that. I mean, all the trips we've done the last couple of years have been really fun. All the boat trips, coming to Hood's always really fun. I mean, the Triple S has always been good because I've won it. Like, always have a good... That's not the only reason why it's good. It's fun, you know. But that does make it a little better. Yeah, people don't realise how much effort you have to put into making a video. Like, people think, oh, if you're just making a video, you go out and film a few sessions and it's done. But really, to make like an online piece, like a 3-minute, you pour your heart and soul into it for 2 weeks at least. Like, sunrise, sunsets every day, and your body falls apart as well because you put everything into like landing those new tricks that you haven't done before or that have never been done. And eventually throughout the 2 weeks you start to break down, and you got to kind of time it right to get in the tricks that you want on film, and, you know, and not knackering your body too much. So yeah, it's pretty fun making a video. It's like as satisfying as winning a competition, like landing a really cool trick in a video, like something that you've dreamt about for ages, actually pulling it off. Like, so many things have to come together to get that trick that you've thought of in your head and actually land it on video. Like everything that can go wrong will go wrong when you're trying to film. Like, you'll wake up at sunrise and there'll be no wind the day that you plan to do it, or your board will break like first trick. Like, everything goes wrong. So when you do actually get that sick video and that sick clip, it's worth all the pain and hard work. So I'm not answering that. No way. Yeah, I mean, I still have way more fun kiting at the cable. Like, people think I spend loads of time at the cable, but it's more just like getting my fix when there's no wind. Like, I just enjoy riding a board. It's a similar shaped board and they're similar tricks. So for me, it's about like kind of solidifying the muscle memory, and learning new tricks. And it kind of works both ways. Like, some tricks I learn kiting and then try at the cable, and some tricks I learn at the cable and try kiting. But yeah, I just enjoy it really, and it's like a way that I can work out and keep fit and train when I'm at home, because I have the opportunity to ride at Liquid Leisure for free when I'm home. Like, they do hook me up and let me ride there for free, so I just ride as much as I can. Like, I feel like you got to use what you have, you know. Some people live in the Caribbean and they can kite in clear blue water every day. I have like one of the world's best cable parks down the road from my house, so I use that to my advantage. Yeah, Slingshot has given me all the right tools. Clearly, you know, I've been able to make some videos and win some contests. But actually, yeah, having the right products to use for the right job, you know, having the right tool for the right job makes it all easier. You know, like having a board that I can trust. Like, I actually, you know, generally never ever break a board. It's got like good flex. I can land new tricks on it. It's what you need. You know, you need the right tool for the job, and I have the right tools. I'm always busy, dude. I never stop. I'm planning the next trip or editing a movie. I'm always like producing content for all the brands that I work for, you know. It's non-stop. And
oh god, dude. Holy shit.
That stinks. That really stinks.
Ugh.
What's
your favorite noise to hear when we're traveling?
Patrick Whelan making that. Can you make the noise? I think you should make it into the microphone. You should come around here and make it.
Everybody always asks why when we travel on trips do we all three sleep in the same room?
Oh yeah, it's kitchen boys for life. So I think the first trip we went on, we were sleeping in a kitchen, and then the second trip we went on, we were always sleeping in the kitchen, and it just became a thing. We were the kitchen boys. We would just sleep in the kitchens. I don't know how, but we just would sleep in kitchens.
He's gonna have to fire you one day.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be weird when he does finally have to fire me. But no, it's good. It's much easier, like working with your friend. You know, we both like know where each other is at. You know, it's much easier because he knows what I'm doing. You know, I know what he's kind of doing. I guess not really, but I know he's busy, so I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. There's loads of young riders coming up these days, but I think lots of young riders, I remember, like, when you first can do the trick that the pro can do, you're like, psh, I can do his tricks, you know, like, I should be getting paid. But really it takes like a long time to establish yourself within the industry. Like, even it's not just one video, it's like the 5th video before people even notice the video you did in the first video. Like, no, that doesn't quite make sense, but it just takes time. Like, you have to keep pursuing, you know, what you enjoy doing and keep pushing it down people's throats. Like, on social media, it disappears so quickly now, so you just have to keep at it and keep at it, and eventually your hard work pays off, even though you might not think it is at the time, but it'll eventually come back around. That, I know what it is. The worst trend in kiteboarding is freestyle surfboards. That twiddly stuff, you know, when you like do a 360 shove it. Like, I heard there's a world tour of that on a surfboard. It's like ridiculous. That is the worst trend right now.
Are you just jealous because you can't do it?
What, just spin a little pop shove out on a surfboard? Anybody can do that. Yeah, I've been. I mean, I'm partial to a big air session every now and again. Like, it's the reason why you originally start kiteboarding. It's all about going big and that feeling of flying. So I definitely enjoy a big air session when the wind's up. But also when the wind's not up, I've been really enjoying hydrofoiling lately. Like, I had a little ankle injury this year, so the hydrofoil has been great, like getting me out on the water in the lighter wind, not having as much impact on my ankle. Like, it's great training, and I can't believe how like efficient it is. It's having kiteboard for so many years on a twin tip to go on to a hydrofoil. The difference is just night and day. Like, before, I wouldn't even think about kiteboarding until it's, I don't know, 15, 18 knots at the most. Whereas nowadays, I can kite when it's 10, 8 knots with a hydrofoil. Like, I'll be at home, fancy going for a ride, and all I need is 10 knots now to get out on the water, which is really cool, and it's new. Like, having been kiting for so many years, like actually learning a new skill, like going back to the beginning, like when you first get on a hydrofoil, it just throws you off like straight away, and then you keep going, and I'm probably maybe 8 or 9 hours into it now, and now I can cruise along with no worries. I can go upwind like a mad person. It's crazy how efficient it is. Like, mad person. And yeah, I quite enjoy the long distance stuff. I would like to see how far, you know, you can go with it. Like, I've done a couple at home where I just always fancied going really, really far and seeing, you know, how, because you can cover like, you know, 25 miles an hour average speed and you're just cruising above the waves. So yeah, I'm loving my hydrofoiling at the moment.